Today we are visiting a township frozen in time. A bustling town emerging from the wilderness, with people from all walks of life flocking to the goldfields in search of fortune. Miners toil away in makeshift camps, panning for gold in the rushing creeks and rivers, their faces reflecting a mix of hope and determination. The air is filled with the sounds of pickaxes striking rocks and the chatter of excited prospectors sharing tales of their latest discoveries. Women and children play their part in the gold rush economy, running businesses, cooking meals, and providing much-needed comfort to weary miners. Today, the crowd vanishes behind the curtain of time, the chatter and clamor silenced. No longer does the promise of gold echo through the streets. Horse carts have yielded to cars, yet the shops and buildings stand as a testament to an era of toil and triumph. We are in Clunes, where gold was first discovered in Victoria. History whispers its tales amidst the quiet streets and enduring facades. Step back in time, as you wander through Clunes' historic streets lined with beautifully preserved buildings dating back to the gold rush era of the 1850s. But Clunes isn't just a town frozen in time. Surrounded by rolling hills and lush greenery, it's a paradise for nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. Take a leisurely stroll along the Creswick Creek Walk, where you can soak in the serenity of the landscape and discover hidden picnic spots along the way. Creswick Creek in the 1850s was busy with people searching for alluvial gold. Today its stagnant waters wait for the occasional visitors wanting to soak in the history of the township. The township of Clunes in Victoria, Australia is located nearly 140 kilometres northwest of Melbourne's Central Business District and 36 kilometres north of the township of Ballarat. This historic gold mining town lies in a steep valley surrounded by extinct volcanoes. Clunes was the site of first gold discovery in Victoria by James Esmond on the 1st of July, 1851. As one of Victoria's most historic towns, Clunes is home to many beautifully preserved buildings from the 19th century gold rush era. From grand Victorian-era hotels to charming country cottages, the town's architecture is a testament to its rich history and heritage. But Clunes is more than just a relic of the past, being the only Booktown in Victoria. Gold was first discovered in Clunes, and this is also where the first miners' strike in Victoria took place. The township still looks the way it did during the gold rush days, which is why many films and TV serials were shot here. The 2003 film Ned Kelly, starring Heath Ledger, was shot in Clunes. The old State Bank on Fraser Street was used for the internal scenes featuring the Euroa bank robbery. Clunes also appears in the film Mad Max, starring Mel Gibson, as the town where the toe cutters gang arrives to collect the Knight Rider's body. In 1851, Dr. Herman Brunn, a physician, geologist, and miner, embarked on a journey through Victoria in search of mineral resources. Along the way, he learned from shepherds about a gold-bearing quartz vein on Donald Cameron's sheep station in Clunes. Brunn visited Cameron, collected specimens, and journeyed to Geelong to have them examined. On his way, he encountered James Esmond and informed him of the gold discovery in Clunes. Esmond promptly travelled to Clunes with digging equipment, confirming the find. This discovery catalyzed Victoria's world-famous gold rush. As the rush intensified, early diggers in Clunes were dismayed by the scarcity of alluvial gold, as Clunes gold was predominantly trapped within rich quartz veins. Extracting the gold from quartz necessitated crushing equipment, which demanded substantial financial investment. The first township allotments in Clunes were sold in early 1860. Later that year, municipal council elections were held. 12 years after the council's formation, the foundation stone for the town hall was laid. With the establishment of a surveyed township and municipal council, Clunes Commercial Centre solidified. Initially, it began in Lower Fraser Street, but as mining thrived in the late 1890s, more substantial buildings emerged in Central Fraser Street, which remains the commercial hub of Clunes today. Banks played a crucial role in the Goldfield community. The Union Bank, constructed in 1865, stands as one of the earliest surviving buildings in the main section of Fraser Street. The National Bank was erected on the site of an earlier building in 1871. It ceased operations during the Depression of the 1890s, reopening as the State Savings Bank in 1912. The London Chartered Bank building is currently utilised as the Returned and Services League Club rooms. Its vault remains intact and can be viewed by appointment. Queen's Park is located on Ligger Street, east of Clunes Town Centre. Queen's Park, then known as Creek Reserve, was established in the 1860s on a part of land reserved for a botanic garden. Queen's Park was constructed out of earth removed from the creek when it was deepened to prevent flooding. The European elms and silver poplars were planted in the late 1870s and 1880s. The park is home to a historic fountain, which was established in 1887 for Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee celebrations and was inaugurated on June 22, 1887. On that day, the Mayor of Clunes, J.E. Mayers, renamed the park as Queen's Park. Creswick Creek flows from Dean to Creswick through Clunes. The creek walk begins from Ligger Street and ends at the Port Phillip mine site. There is a picnic area along the creek walk. The scenic drive can be reached from the creek walk by climbing the steps. This elevated position used to be a popular spot to photograph Clunes Township. Today, vegetation has covered the views. This area used to be a treeless valley, and trees were planted after the township was established. Esmond Park, named after James Esmond, is situated on the hill overlooking the town. It is also home to gold mining sites, including the Port Phillip mine. Operating from 1857 to 1901, the Port Phillip mine yielded over 16,000 kilograms of gold. Esmond Park marks the site of the first gold discovery in Victoria, with a monument located beside the car park on Camp Street indicating the exact spot. The Criterion mine, established in 1858, was one of Clunes' most productive mines. In 1851, the Port Phillip and Colonial Gold Mining Company was floated in London to mine gold in the Victorian goldfields. Despite attempts to mine at various sites around Victoria, the large foreign-owned company faced hostility from miners. It wasn't until 1857 that work began after the company's superintendent, Henry Rivet Bland, negotiated an agreement to mine on Cameron's pastoral lease, securing sole rights to mine the land for 21 years. Another important attraction of Clunes is the Bottle Museum. The museum operates at the former State School, which was originally State School number 136. Built in 1881 on the site of an earlier temporary school, the building was designed by Education Department architect Henry Bastow and officially opened on January 1, 1882. The school closed its doors in 1922 and was subsequently used as a mill for the Clunes Knitting and Manufacturing Company Limited. Water on the old goldfields was often too precious to drink freely. Diggers frequently sought refreshments at sly grog shops. In 1868, Ernest Ebhard established a successful cordial and aerated water manufactory in Clunes. The Clunes Bottle Museum, which houses the largest collection of rare bottles, features items from the Clunes aerated water factory. George Lee Medlin, a sheep farmer and top merino fleece judge, purchased the school building in 1985. In 1989, he opened the Bottle Museum to the public, which he later bequeathed to the Shire of Talbot and Clunes. Clunes War Memorial was unveiled on the 19th of November, 1921, by Senator Elliott, the famous World War I soldier, Brigadier Pompey Elliott, at a solemn ceremony to commemorate those who had gone to the war from Clunes. Clunes holds the Booktown Festival annually. The concept of transforming Clunes into a European-style booktown was initially proposed in 2007, leading to the town's inaugural Booktown for a Day event in the same year. Subsequently, the festival was rebranded as Back to Booktown in 2008 and later renamed as the Clunes Booktown Festival in 2012. Bookshops are set up in heritage buildings and makeshift tents during the two-day festival, attracting approximately 18,000 visitors to the town. After a pause due to COVID-19, the Clunes Booktown Festival returned in 2023. Clunes is a 90 minutes drive from Melbourne CBD. Clunes Railway is connected from Melbourne by V-Line services.